Out the gate, Ray wants me to say, what do you think? Ray wants me to say everything's great for him. Gas is down, cheap, everything's great.
I think he's gotten taller recently, too.
He also said this. It's better for me. Maybe she shouldn't live in Spring Hill. My water was $43 a month. Gasoline here in Putnam County is $2.35 a gallon. So there you go. I said it, Ray. You won't say that on the air, right? Only bad words, stuff towards Trump. Nobody cares about Trump. Stop with the, you don't care. It doesn't matter. Trump is one piece of an entire puzzle that will eventually move on. The bigger issue is government's got out of control. They print money like it's going out of, like they've got to print it or else they're going to explode. You know what they remind me of? The Winchester Mystery House. You guys?
Oh, yeah. Where the doors leading to nowhere and stuff like that.
She built the house because they, in her mind, through seances, because the Winchester family back in the day, they made a rifle. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. And it caused a lot of death. And she was told she had to continually build the house. And if she stopped, she would die. Government is the same. They have to continually print money, spend money, and be in our business, or they'll cease to exist. And we don't want that. Government still shut down, right? Ken, just double check.
Still shut down.
Oh, goodness me. Still shut down. I can't believe it's shut down. I would never have thought they would shut it down for this long. I got that wrong. I thought they'd come back sooner, but they think this is going to work. Chuck Schumer.
Right now, the only thing that is on the floor is just the defense bill. Thune needs unanimous consent to add anything else to it. We don't even know if he'll get that. It's always been unacceptable to Democrats to do the defense bill without other bills that have so many things that are important to the American people in terms of health care, in terms of housing, in terms of safety.
Well, health care is important. Cost is important. Let's be real.
Translation on that was, we have other things we need to spend money on, too.
Yes. Other things. Other things that we've got to spend money on. Because our donors have certain things that they expect from us. It can't just be all about them. Mike.
Let me tell you what happened yesterday, because I met with Leader Thune, and he offered to Chuck Schumer a vote on Obamacare subsidies, and Schumer said no. that happened. Asked Leader Thune about it, because they wanted a guaranteed outcome.
Everybody wants a guaranteed outcome. That's it. I want to know exactly what you're going to do. And you know, Mike Johnson's like, hey, guys, we promise after you guys pass this that we'll give you guys a chance and we'll have a conversation about this. We promise. Do I believe him? It's politics. I don't believe anybody. Do you believe him? And here's the other thing. You have the conversation. He knows he's got the votes to say no. So, and if I'm the Democrats right now, I just go to the American people and say, look, we had to get the government open. We had to get moving. We did everything we could. And then throw it over to the Republicans and say, they're the ones who are totally fine with everything expiring the way it was. And they're the ones who are good with this. So there you guys go, and throw it in their court. And if I'm the Republican, say, look, we got our way. This is exactly what we want. And, we think prices are going to go down or stay the same, and you're not going to feel it. And guess what? One of them will be right. Now, if they stay the same, you're fine. If they go up, you'll know what? Oh, this is not good. And because we're a nation that we're a checkbook society when it comes to our voting. If things are good, we're going to be all over it. Say, yeah, hell yeah, we're going to keep this. We're keeping with this jockey here in this race. If things go bad, we look for something else. So that's where we are at this moment in time. But the Democrats, they can't even formulate. You got Chuck Schumer can't formulate a sentence worth a damn. He's not going to go out and sell anything. That guy couldn't sell anything. He is. That's the beauty of the Democrats if you're the Republicans. You really don't have to do anything. Just let them talk. They'll eventually walk right off the boat. I was going to say something else, but we're on radio and we get in trouble. Oh, the FCC's closed, though, so we might not get in trouble. There is still, I think, some rules. I'm not quite sure. Even if they're closed, is there rules? What do you think, Bill?
Probably.
Schumer is a douche. Healthcare for illegal aliens is not important. No, and the amount of healthcare they get is minuscule. This is how politics works. I mean, just like how they name bills, right? They'll put all this crap into bills, and then they'll name the bills the Fluffy Bunny Bill. And you vote against it, and they come out and they go, you guys hate fluffy bunnies. You hate puppies. You hate even though it's a bunch of crap in there that you're like, no, I'm voting against, this or that. It doesn't matter. You hate fluffy bunnies. And that's how they characterize it.
Yeah, the name of the Affordable Care Act didn't turn out to be too genuine.
Well, and the funny thing is we had to pass it to see what was in it. And you know what was in it?
Bunch of crap.
Bunch of crap. A bunch of crap. A bunch of crap that cost people money. And it's really interesting, too. If you look at the expense of healthcare and how it's gotten out of control, think about this for a second. Just for a second. When did college get out of control, spending-wise? When government really got involved, started guaranteeing everything. Then it went through the roof. When government got even more involved in healthcare, what ended up happening? Prices went out of control.
Anything government subsidizes goes up in price because if you're the subsidized entity, why would you not raise prices when you can do that to get a bigger slice of the subsidy pie?
That's perfect. And there's plenty of money for everybody. There's a reason that lobbyists have jobs because they know where the power is. Power courts money, money courts power. And they both have a need for each other. And the subsidy pie, there's plenty of it, right? It's like the pool. Hey, the water's beautiful. Come on and get some. Not like the hot tub, like Ken talked about the other day, which still grosses me out. But
a broth.
A broth.
A broth of human sweat and skin.
And shame.
And shame.
Put a little shame in there. Oh. The subsidies. When you hear subsidies, people are like, oh, I don't care. Everybody, subsidies, some of them are needed. Let's be real. You're trying to be competitive in certain areas, right? States and cities will hand out subsidies for stadiums and stuff like that. They're always trying to get something here. Plenty of subsidies, though, out there for big business. Plenty of them out there. Whether it's certain kind of tax cuts or whatever they can do, they're always looking for it. And if it's available, you're going to go take it. But when you look at healthcare and the expense of healthcare, but not only the expense, the frustration of healthcare, people forget that too. I've just as many times been pissed with the dealing with the healthcare. The card, not the care. The care is what is between you and your doctor, your medical provider. But it's all a game about moving money. It's a shell game. Where can they hide it? Who can they give it to? And that's my frustration. I care about us. I think we deserve better from our leaders. We deserve absolutely better. We deserve the truth, and we deserve better. But they don't feel that way at times. And they're willing to use the game that they play to find that one thing that they know will get their side energized. And even if it's 0.1%, that's all that matters. And they'll make it so that's the only thing. And on the other side, they'll do the same thing. The left and the right will both find it. They'll both find it, and they'll use it, and they'll name it after it, when really the bill is about who knows what. What's going on with our TV?
Can you take the remote? AJ was trying to log into it. Can you grab the remote and just tell it to go back to...
Which one is it? See, we're messing. We got our TV here. You guys can see this? Hey, what's going on? There we go. Look at that. Look at Chad rocking and rolling with that one. Our TV went. So if you guys can't see this on the old YouTube, who logged into it?
AJ.
Oh, okay. Let's try to fix it. So bunny tastes good. $29.34. I've never had bunny. Has anybody had rabbit?
Yeah, it's not bad.
I haven't ever had
A
it.
little gamey, but not bad.
Little gamey. Is Fluffy Bunny doing the Super Bowl halftime show? Nope. That'd be the bad bunny. Should we require ER to check the citizenship status of every person coming in for life-saving treatment? No. By the way, there was a law in 1986 that they have to treat everybody, regardless of your status. Regardless of your status, they can't turn you away for life-saving treatment. Not for, like, health care if you got the sniffles, but for life-saving treatment. And that law was passed, I believe, in 86. So, and they're not going to check everybody's health care. But, it, that, does it hurt? Yeah, it does. You can look at, like, the hospitals in Arizona, especially like Yuma, right there on the border, they were so far in debt because people would come across the border. Sometimes they, were injured. Sometimes they came across, had babies. Sometimes they came across because, and in the desert, they collapsed and they dropped them off there. So, yeah, there were, and they just kept waiting for the federal government to pay them. And they didn't. And they bill them and they didn't pay it. And you hear about that all over the place, especially in the border states. Because very few people are going to come here, cross the border, and then go to Chicago and get medical treatment. No, they're going to do it right on the border. Because usually, in some cases, that's why they're coming there. Some cases. DOJ expected to ask the grand jury, what's the old saying? The grand jury, they can indict a
ham sandwich.
I like ham. It's pretty good.
I dig it.
Yeah, I'm down with some ham.
Honey baked ham is so awesome.
Ham salad's awesome.
Ham salad?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if I've ever had a ham salad.
Make it with mayonnaise.
Make anything with mayonnaise.
Well, that goes without saying.
Chop it up, mix it up, put it on some bread.
Bread. Ooh, I love mayonnaise, bread. Doesn't matter what you do with the rest. You can put a car in there and be like, this is pretty good. Told you guys the other day, my daughter had a mayonnaise sandwich. She goes, you want one like Dad gets? She goes, nope. I just want mayonnaise on it. I was like, that's my girl right there. She goes, I love mayonnaise. It's the greatest thing ever. It's the greatest thing ever. Just want to tell you guys that. You can reach out to us across all of our social media. Get to some of your text messages. Man, a lot of you. Somebody's mad about we're hypocrites. I think that's for all of us. Having something to do with Trump. Evangelical and conservative lose all respect by supporting the most dangerous man.
How is he the most dangerous man?
I don't know. Is it because people look up to him? There are people out there that have a cult-like belief in him.
Not to the extent of somebody like Kim Jong-un.
No. But we also didn't grow up where he was a living God.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he'd like think so, but we didn't. I mean, they grew up in that way. We didn't. But and this goes again. Supporting Trump is different than supporting the ideas and the actions. That's the difference between. That's how people should look at politics. I like this action. I support this idea. That's rather than the person, because what happens is you become like entrenched in their lives and it becomes your identity and then you get emotional about it. And, our emotion here is happiness. That's what we like. Laughter and happiness. All right, coming up, we're going to go into Venezuela very soon. Pretty excited about that. Got a poll out about inflation. Not excited about that. Some of you will be mad at me. And I'm just delivering the news, guys. Speaking of news, Ken will have an update here real quick. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 997. It's Thankful Thursday. We're all thankful for a little something. I'm thankful for my health of my family. I was telling everybody before the show started today. A good friend of mine, Mark Linsier, passed away in Arizona yesterday.
Too bad, man.
Played-
Sorry about your loss.
We played soccer together for, we've known each other since we were, before we were teenagers. And my buddy texted me right before the show started. And I think, he's only 56 years old. And you got to be thankful for some stuff. Belle, what are you thankful for besides the fact that you want to get away from us?
Mayonnaise. I'm thankful for mayonnaise.
Well, It's a gift from the Lord.
It is. It truly
Ken,
is.
what are you thankful for, brother?
Well, I'm thankful for a lot, but one thing that came to my mind is the fact that I can still pick up my phone and I can call both of my parents. A lot of people can't say that, and I don't take that for granted at all. I'm very thankful for that, and I'm thankful for Christ Jesus and the
Amen.
sacrifice He made.
Amen. That's so awesome. My dad passed away when I was 16. My mom, we're much. We used to. People always joke because I'll call my mom Mary. That's her name, and everybody likes. You call your mom that? I said we were never really a close people. My mother's she is very non-touchy. No hugs. Like even if you give her a hug, she goes stiff as a board. Everything's uncomfortable. We
call that the Mandus effect.
Yeah. So we do that to her on purpose because we don't make her uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So. And but it's weird because she adopted my nieces and nephews, and with them, she's very huggy. But with us, even when I was little, it was just, it was the 80s, latchkey kid. Latchkey kid, baby. Several of you have been sending in your recipes for rabbit stew. And several of you have also said, Bell's right, it's gamey. And I think Sandra said, it's very lean. There's nothing to it. I don't want to.
Can you cook it with carrots?
I think, yes, you can. I think you can cook it with anything.
Can you put mayonnaise on it?
Well, you put mayonnaise on anything. Mayonnaise on anything is awesome.
Yes, sir.
I don't think you can, everybody's like, you guys have we don't have a fetish. We love mayonnaise. It's what we do. All right? Starting Monday, it's Mayonnaise Monday.
We should do that. We should.
It's going to be Mayonnaise Monday.
Mayonnaise recipe.
We each bring in a recipe that requires mayonnaise.
Yeah. Everybody. So Mayonnaise Monday. We'll be here on Monday, so be prepared. Mayonnaise Monday. Mayonnaise Monday. So I never ate rabbit, but one of my other best friends growing up, like we're so close. His mother came to the hospital when I was born. He was born 2 months before me. We've known each other our entire lives. They went hunting one time, and I went over to their house. They're wonderful people, bit odd. They had killed about 100 rabbits, 200 rabbits. You walk into their house, and there's like laundry lines throughout the house of dead rabbits just dangling.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh. And I never got that out of I said, no.
Yeah, that's that could be a bit of a shock.
Yeah.
You're not used to something like that. Now, my dad said, whenever he was a kid, my grandmother, she kept rabbits, and they were to eat.
Yeah.
Like, just every now and then she'd tell him, go out and back and get me a rabbit.
Yes. Yeah. Chickens. Like the other day, we're talking about that guy who killed the old ostrich there, or peacock, and everybody got mad at him. I'm like, why? It's just a bird. Who knows? Maybe peacock's good. Has anybody eaten peacock? But here's the one thing about they're not endangered. That's one thing about rabbits. If they're endangered, they'd been endangered for 30 minutes, and then they wouldn't be endangered anymore.
Yeah, they procreate rapidly.
Yes, I would like Charlie loves rabbits. Like she loves rabbits.
Some of them are cute.
Yeah. And I said,
She down with the fried or fricasseed or?
no. She wants the Flemish rabbit. Have you seen a Flemish rabbit?
They're
They're the giant rabbits.
Yeah.
Those things it's like a dog. I mean, they're huge. It's the kind of rabbit you could put a leash on and take it for a walk. And I don't know what they taste like, by the way. Rabbit. Peacock has a colorful taste. I saw what you did there. Have a mayonnaise eating contest. Oh, you guys get ready for it. The Smashing Pumpkins have a song called Mayonnaise?
I believe they do.
Yeah.
And I learn something new every day. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's on the Cherub Rock album, I think. Or Siamese Dream.
Siamese Dream. Okay. Look at that. That is cool. It's Mayonnaise Monday. Get ready for it, guys. It's going to be awesome. We're going to bring our best dishes in. Somebody said you should try mayonnaise on your grilled cheese. My mom used to do that. She would butter on the outside, and then she would put a little mayonnaise on the inside, and then she'd grill it up, and it was delicious.
Yes, sir.
Well, a couple of these people are talking about using mayonnaise instead of butter.
Yeah, there's that, too. That's a great idea. You guys are giving us all kinds of great ideas. That's why we love you. We do. We love you guys for that. Coming up, Talk a little about Venezuela. We're getting ready to go over there. That seems like it's going to be fun. And it's a secret, except for the part where Trump went to the media and said, "Oh yeah, I told the CIA we should totally go get this guy." So secret's out.
Did you see where apparently he flew a couple of B-52s over?
Yeah, it's happening. It's happening.
Wait a minute. Over their airspace?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, he just wants to see what they're going to do, which
Yeah,
is nothing.
he's
They can't do anything. And if I'm Maduro, you have $50 million on your head. You don't think somebody's thinking, get a hold of the Americans. I talked to a few people around here. I might be able to take this guy out, and we're gonna live aight. Live aight. All right,
you
coming
know
up.
that man. He lives with one eye open all the time.
All the reason why you don't want to be a dictator. You're on the most borrowed time ever as a dictator,
Yeah.
unless you live in a place like North Korea, which isn't. He's not a dictator. He's a death cult leader because he's worshipped as a god. But if you're in the Middle East and you're a dictator, it's a matter of time. It's not if, but when. Not if, but when. Let's talk about that, among other things, straight ahead. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. Getting close to starting the war back up, potentially. It's not a war. Israel was never a war. It was a beating. It passed a war a long time ago. It did. And so it's heating up. There's no doubt about it. Hamas, Trump threatened them today. So we'll see what happens. Bibi's got serious issues. For those of you guys who don't know, he's got some serious issues over there. Luckily today, he's got, what did they say he had? Bronchitis? Is that what it was? Yeah. So he couldn't go to court because he's also on trial. I think his wife is too. For bribery. And the other, this was taking gifts and doing all kinds and getting all kinds of stuff from certain people. And of course, favor comes back to him. And then the other one was, the other two are essentially telling big press organizations over there, I'll make sure you guys get this, this, and this, as long as you give me fair coverage and make sure the other side doesn't have coverage. That's good. So he's had some issues. But I said the other day, celebrate Monday, right? Like, it's like a football game. You did something great. You come out. If this thing holds, Trump deserves all the credit in the world. But he's just one part of this deal. There's other moving parts in this. And some of those moving parts, they don't want this to end. And I'm not talking about Hamas. I'm talking about Israel. Israel has several people inside of Bibi's cabinet that didn't want this deal. So for them to start it up again, they want this. They absolutely do. This is John Kirkow, who was on the other day with Rogan, talking about this, because not a lot of people understand. This guy's a former CIA agent. This guy speaks Arabic. Middle East was his jam. He knows.
Netanyahu, longest-serving prime minister in Israeli history, wildly unpopular. And it's funny because he used to be considered a right-wing extremist, and now he's the moderate of the government.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The likes of Itamar Ben-Gvir and Smotrich and these other guys who have come in from the right, they were attacking him to the point where he had to bring their parties into this coalition government just to get him to shut up. I mean, these are people that have felony convictions for anti-Arab hate crimes, and now they're, Minister of National Security, Minister of Finance with responsibility for the West Bank. What's that?
Think about that. They've got hate crime felonies, and those guys want this thing to continue. And they were the ones, Smotrich and Ben-Gvir, who wanted to resign the other day. So they would love it for it to boil up again. And I think it will. Doesn't mean that it's over. But, Trump is also, as much as he's threatened Hamas, he's also said yesterday, we're still waiting to find out where's everybody else that said they were going to be involved in this. You guys all came to the signing, except for Bibi. And I'm talking about when they went to Egypt. But where are you now? Where are your people? Everybody was supposed to have some sort of force that was going to come over and help. And that ain't happening. So, yeah, this could get a little ugly, could pick up again. And I know Israel is mad because the bodies haven't been returned. 85% of the nation is flattened. Do you even know where any of those bodies are? I think Israel sent a message saying, we think some of them are here. Just because you send it doesn't mean they have the tools to get to it, right? I mean, there's no offense, guys, but if there was 40 people in the building and there was 3 hostages and you destroyed the building and it's still there, us getting to it may take a while. And I have a feeling, too, probably over time, several of them probably lost track of where everything was.
Well, and depending on when they died,
that's the other side of it.
What's left?
I don't know.
I mean, I bone maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, and some of them, several of the hostages said they feared being blown up by Israel as much as what was going on with Hamas because Israel showed that they were just going to go out in certain areas, and they thought, well, maybe there's a hostage, maybe there's not, but we know this is a hot spot for Hamas, and we're going to blow it up. So that was, if you drop a rocket somewhere, there's a chance that everything's evaporated. And it sucks because you want to get back your family, your loved ones.
Absolutely. But don't know if that's possible here.
No, I don't know if it's possible either. I think they'll find him over time. What was it yesterday? They sent somebody like, this is not anybody. This is not somebody who was a hostage. Like, if it's like you said, if it's just bone, how is somebody going to know if it's just bones who that person is? That's.
I mean, they could have. It could be that they thought that was a hostage, but it turned out not to be. Because again, I mean, Gaza looks like a.
There's nothing there.
It's ash and debris.
It's the kind of thing, and you'd watch those World War II and they'd show Dresden and there was nothing there. It's just houses that have maybe one window on a wall and then everything else is gone. It's just on the ground. Or there's nothing.
I mean, I would hate to see this ceasefire broken because they don't give back the remains of the dead hostages
that they can't find.
And I'm not trying to be, insensitive to that.
Yeah,
but we've got the ones that are alive,
which is really what they wanted.
Outstanding,
absolutely.
But for this whole thing to blow up because of the dead hostages,
and of the dead hostages that you recognize. Being a person that has been in war, the chances of you finding them is probably slim to none. Even if you knew where they were before, getting to them may take months. It's not like there's tons of equipment over there. Because guess what's underneath those buildings? Palestinians, just as much as there is anything else.
Yeah, I mean, have they found all the Palestinians?
No.
And they never will. I mean, there's too many dead, and
some of them were in. Yeah, they were incinerated.
Yeah, they were obliterated.
Yeah. I mean, I think what did they say, 68,000? Trump said 70,000 dead. And that's that. That doesn't count how many people have lost their arms, their legs, stuff like that. Now you got to think about, depending on where you look, you may have lost another 30 to 50,000 people, like you said, incinerated. How do you know they're gone? Well, there was 12 of us. There's only 8 now, and they were in that building. My assumption is they're in there. So, but it's to ask the immediacy of finding something when they don't. It's not like if Israel said, look, we're going to send a group of people over. They're just going to be workers, and U.S. goes with them, comes over, and maybe, Qataris, the Emiratis or somebody, and they go, these are the areas we think people are, help them dig it out, and they can do that and identify. You could see that. But they have nothing. There's no big movers of, rock and stuff. You're just talking about people that are sleeping in tents in the street on top of their house where it used to be, where it's not anymore. So we'll see. We're going to go into Venezuela next, though. I'm pretty, I've been saying it, and everybody's like, no, we're not. No, we're totally going into Venezuela. Absolutely. Trump, though, he said it. You don't need the Pentagon. You don't need to tell them we don't need to sign something special. Trump's just going to say it out loud.
The president's been very clear, and he's been very transparent about these strikes, releasing classified video, unclassifying that video, declassifying it rather for all of you to see, and to let the public and lawmakers know with each of these strikes.
Well, I just want you to be transparent. You want to go in there, you're saying it's drugs. It's not drugs. Drugs play such a small part in what's going on in Venezuela. They're not even a big mover and shaker in South America. Colombia is still it. Get some Peruvians. They know what they're doing a little bit there, but it's all about Colombia. So that's, the whole, we saved 25,000 people by killing 3 people. So Trump said yesterday. They didn't get any due process. How do we know who they are? We should give them due process. I mean, that's just me. If we're serious. But it's not about the drugs. You want to go in there because there's oil and there's a lot of other stuff. The more that you can get that oil back for a lot of big donors, because they've got the largest amount of oil on the planet, that's a good thing, right? Like I said, that's good. So we're going to go get that oil back. And much of that equipment that's being used, that was nationalized, is equipment that the American companies and European companies put in there and ran for years with, cooperation with Venezuela. But it's not about the drugs, because there's just none. It's such a small amount. And telling everybody we're doing this to save Americans, no, if you were serious about it, you would be even harder on China, and you'd go after the people in Mexico, the Gulf cartels. So you got the Gulf cartel, you've got the Sinaloa, and you've got the Jalisco New Generation. Those are the ones that traffic in the stuff that matters, which is the fentanyl. If you were serious about that, you're not. This is about removing a bad guy who is a bad guy, getting him out of power, and being able to protect, especially what's going on in Guyana, because they found a bunch of light, sweet crude just off the shore as well as on land. And Venezuela says, that's ours. So there's a lot to this. But no, they're going in there because of oil, a different kind of drug that we're addicted to. Coming up, the Welcome Matt will be joining the program. The Welcome Matt. I saw him here. I think he's got a Hawaiian shirt on. We'll talk to him straight ahead. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7. Matt will be here in a minute, or he won't.
Where's that boy at?
I don't know. He's probably very busy. He's a very busy person.
He dipped in here for a little bit, said he's still under the weather. I said, get out.
Get out. Yeah, what's up with that? You know what? This is the thing. People power through. Stop powering through when you're sick. You know how many times they'd be like, dude, I don't want to take my sick day when I'm sick. That's no fun. Right? You want to keep that for another day when you can pretend to be sick. Oh.
There comes Brother Murphy.
There he is. Yeah. So there you go. Brother Murphy in the house.
Hey.
I can't tell you the number of times he's texted me and said, I'm probably going to be late. And never once, ever has he been late.
Well, I kind of am. I'm technically late.
No, right? You're not. Your show doesn't start till 6 after.
Well, I mean, I'm late for the crossover.
You're here, aren't you?
Yeah, you made it here. That's all that matters.
I was, I'm loath to do this, considering that I'm late.
Yeah.
Because y'all know, far be it from me to issue any correction on one man's show, but Chad.
Yes.
I feel it incumbent upon me to issue a correction.
About?
You were talking about rabbits.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And you were discussing, and you made mention of, that rabbit is big enough that you could take it on a walk. You don't take rabbits on a walk, Chad.
Take them on a hop?
You take them on a hop.
You're right. I thought he was going to tell us.
Far be it from me to, push back.
No, that's right. That's right.
It is what it is.
You do take them on a hop.
And
you
if
take
it's
them
an
on a
obstinate rabbit, you take it on a drag.
You take it on a drag.
That's true.
That's also those Belgian
Flemish
rabbits are pretty. Those Flemish rabbits are pretty lazy.
I learned the hard way with Great Danes, with my Great Dane John Henry, that a walk becomes a drag when he decides it.
Yes.
And we were on a walk one day, and we got in a shady spot, and he decided, you know what, I'm done for now. And I'm like, no, we got to go to the car. No, we're not going to the car. We're just going to sit right here for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, buddy, we got to go. And it was either me pick him up, all 125 pounds of him, and carry him to the car, or just sit with him and wait. So I sat with him and waited. And eventually we took a walk. But anyway, yeah, so.
He will do. They'll do what they want when they're that size.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm as big as you, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm as big as you, and you know what? I'm obstinate, and I don't listen.
How are you feeling?
I feel great.
Good. I'm glad. Everybody else feeling good?
Are you feeling a little?
No, I can't. I feel crappy, and I don't know why. I don't know why.
I had a little bit of that yesterday, but it went away after I got good sleep last night.
Mine was Monday fine, Tuesday less than fine, Wednesday same, today less than Tuesday. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I feel like, I always like to say, I feel like I'm dying. Well, you most certainly are dying. It's just a matter of timing. But, yeah. So there you go.
Is it, do you think you get like a flu? Do you think it's allergies?
It's in the throat, and it's in the head, and it's in the nose, and it's in the body. I got no energy.
Yeah. You probably got a little, like a bug of some sort.
I got something going on there.
Mine came on Saturday, and it was gone Sunday.
You have that stalwart constitution.
I have a ginger, so, we have no souls.
Indestructible.
Right. So we just kind of.
Where your soul would be is immunity.
Basically, immunity. What are you talking about today?
I don't know. We're talking with Congressman John Rose about the shutdown and about his opportunities as a gubernatorial candidate.
Gubernatorial.
Well, which is one of my favorite words. It's like a party in your mouth, and everyone's invited.
Is you're going to ask him? Are you guys ever going to debate?
I mean, he's all about it, right? I mean,
yes. Why
but I'll see Marcia Sunday.
Are you going to the?
I'm going to the Jack Johnson thing. He asked me to do some MC work for him, so I'm going to do some MC work for him, and I'll ask Marcia if she's willing to debate. So maybe we can get those two crazy kids together.
That'd be awesome.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I think it would be great.
Afton agreed to debate Matt Van Epps.
I'm sure she did. Did he?
Yeah. I haven't gotten a commitment yet. I've asked.
Yeah.
And they're checking their schedule.
Oh, check. Make it happen, guys. You guys got nothing going on. Make
you know how that happens.
Yeah.
Right?
Matt, straight ahead. You guys have a good one. And make sure he's well. Make sure you give me your soup ideas for Matt.
If you're a liberal, I'm gettable today. Come on, bring it.
Have a good one.